선물입니다.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now let's open the floor for questions. And who would like to ask the first question? Okay, gentlemen in the first row. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, bonjour, Baku. How are you? My name's Danny. I'm from ESCKAZ from the UK. You've been one of my favourite singers for years, and as for that, I'd like to give you a little present. You probably recognise this logo from the logo. No, my friend Ben did, and I know you got the picture in London, but
Yeah, I heard that.
I've got a little T-shirt for you as well, just
Thank
to
you so much.
support
I still
you.
look very angry.
Angie Ongun. I'd like to give this to you. So,
Thank you.
hey, good. Okay. Also, I'd like to congratulate you on a great rehearsal today. How do you think it went? And is there anything that you may change for the second rehearsal?
Well, basically, the first rehearsal is always a bit tricky, yeah? Because that was actually the first time we took the possession of the stage. And so far we've been rehearsing in front of the mirror, in the studio, so it's very much different. And then now it's the real thing. So we're getting there. We're not very satisfied about it, of course. I mean, it is the first rehearsal. But what makes it frustrating for us is that everything is being filmed and everyone can actually see it, which is, before the D-Day to actually showing that it's kind of a bit frustrating for us because we know that this is a work in progress. It's not there yet. And it's just basically, the bits and pieces that need to be rehearsed more and more. But other than that, it's basically, what you see is this is a rough idea of what is going to be on stage next week.
Thank you. This lady.
Hi, I'm Aydan from Cosmopolitan Azerbaijan, and I have a question for you. Your song is about the things that bring meaning to our lives. So, what brings the meaning to your life? Can you tell us a little bit about the things that bring meaning to your life?
Well, love, for instance, is actually the very essence of life. Love is where we come from. And, there are a lot of things, of course, but to talk about the song, the real meaning is the fact that we live in a world where we're always chasing after time because we do not have time. We don't have enough of it. We have the feeling that the world is really, really small. Yes, the virtual world is small, but we're really lacking the real essence of human touch, of human relation. So that is why at the end of the song, the English part, I said that in my dream in my mind, I see you and I, because what most important is really what's going on with the two-person, more, just us, just human beings, something very tactile. This is what's important. So, and sometimes we tend to forget about that because we don't have the time.
Thank you.
very much.
Martijn?
Hi, it's Martijn van der Veen, Eurovision artist in the Netherlands. And I have a question because I'm from the Netherlands.
Yes.
I heard that you have lived in London.
Yeah.
And before you went to Paris, you considered also to go to the Netherlands.
True.
What made you decide in the end to go to Paris?
Actually, that was true. After London, I wanted to go to and live in Holland, probably in Amsterdam, because of the Indonesian, the large Indonesian community over there. So I thought, it would be easier for me to start something somewhere. But I always wanted to see Paris, and I went there for a weekend. It's supposedly a weekend, and then I extended it for a week, and then 2 weeks, and then on, and then I stayed for seven years, and I never actually the first time I went to Holland, it was in 2001 or something like that. So it's funny how you sometimes you plan to find certain things in your life and then life happens. So.
Thank you. Introduce yourself.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Vous préférez chanter dans la langue de Molière et moi je préfère vous poser ma question dans la langue de Molière. Tout d'abord, je voudrais savoir, est-ce que vous vous mettez à un régime alimentaire strict comme les sportifs ou pas? Et deuxième, s'il vous plaît, c'est est-ce que vous connaissez déjà l'Azerbaïdjan avant le concours de l'Eurovision? Si vous connaissez, comment vous avez entendu sur l'Azerbaïdjan? Merci.
Bruno, can you give us, or you can give us the translation of the question?
Vous pouvez répondre.
What was the question?
Je peux répondre en anglais?
Oui. Simplement, j'ai posé la question en
So the
français.
first question is, if I followed a certain diet to be before the end, the actual before your vision, well, stress is actually it's not a very good diet, but it's the kind of thing that I somehow just, food just don't come here a lot because of the stress, and it's not good actually. And because of the lacking of the time, like today, this is my only lunch. And it's not good, and which is, a bit frustrating because I love food. I love food so much, and I wanted to try, I don't know when can we try Azeri food. Do you have anything that you can recommend, probably? Because Bruno told me yesterday that there is a nice Thai restaurant with pie. It's not really.
No, not at all.
Not at all. And how do I know Azerbaijan? Well, I only know Azerbaijan last year because of Nikki and Ellen. But my knowledge about Azerbaijan is very, very little. But of course, before I come here, I get to see, I get to read a few things about the country, about the origin and the history of it. And I'm not sure we want to talk about it, but well, anyway, I know that, for instance, in 1918, this is the very first country, Muslim country, that gives a right to vote for women. And it is something quite amazing because in France, the right to vote for women is only happened, I don't know, 1950. So this was before Lenin took over.
Yeah.
So it's again, as I said earlier in the very beginning, geographically, this country is very interesting because you have the influences from the eastern and from the western. So normally, I'm imagining that the people, not just the appearance, but also mentally and everything, and should be very open-minded people because you have all these influences coming from all over the place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Simon?
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir à toute délégation française. Je m'appelle Simon, polonais. Write the newsletter. I will ask you a question in English because without no translation. Okay, questions come from your fans actually in Poland. But firstly, thank you very much for interviewing mid-December. Thanks to Bruna and you, I've already watched the Polish radio. Alright, the question is about a video of your song, which was amazing. What about soldiers and cochon, the pig in the video? What does it mean?
Yeah, we love the pigs.
What was the idea of the video to show all these together things? And another question is about your promoter in Europe after Eurovision Song Contest. Is it a step? Eurovision is a step to make a promoter them like Thank you for these two questions.
Thank you.
Merci.
Well, about the video, I have to say I don't take any credit for it because I I worked with an amazing Israeli video director. His name is Roy Raz, and he's the one who came up with all this idea. And it's, to me, whenever you have in front of you someone with that kind of talent, you have to leave the people with talent work. So, because I like his work so far, and so when we actually had the chance to work with him, I only want his idea. And of course he asked me if this idea is okay, if I want it to be altered or any other way. And you know, I just like the way that he was so crazy that he came up with this idea of, I mean, basically the video talks about the imagination of this guy, this gorgeously beautiful and sexy guy that I met, and, you know, that I saw for 1 second. And then what's happening after that, the fact that we're doing this soldier factory that is actually his imagination. And the pig, well, to tell you the truth, in every video that Roy Raz did, there's always an animal. Always. I did a video with him, so, and it was basically just dogs, so I was fine with it. And I, at some point he wanted to have exotic animals. I told him, not reptile, anything but non-reptile. And then, so he came up with a pig. So I think it was cute, and it was a baby pig, you know. And, well, we're very animal friendly. Just that.
Thank you. Next question. Yes, you can use that mic.
Oh, sorry, I didn't ask you the second question. So after Eurovision, my album was supposedly released actually, you know what? Adrian from Warner Music going to.
If you don't mind. Thank you for the question. Obviously, before and after Eurovision, thanks to the contest, we were lucky enough to travel Europe with Dublin and gather support from fans and artists actually. A bunch of those collaborators on the For You and I song. I'm holding the product of this in my hand now to set the track. You're not going to go, I love you. Daniel, plenty of amazing musicians.
From Malta, Denmark, and Hungary, and then we have Romania.
And we hope to keep doing that. Obviously, depending on the votes and the results of the Eurovision Song Contest, that's keep promoting the work and then hopefully collaborate with more musicians.
Okay. Yes.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir. My name is Marco Schweider. I'm from the Austrian newspaper Der Standard AT. The last weeks, Europe followed the news quite a lot, what was happening in France. There was a strong message which did not only reflect France, but actually whole Europe. Do you have a message for Europe, or what is your message for Europe?
Not to be afraid, and actually to keep positivity. I think there's nothing positive about negative people. And to me, you know, I'm originally from Indonesia, and I'm representing my other country. I'm representing France, and I was extremely touched with the decision that you know, France Park here. Their decision. I was extremely touched because you could say it, I'm from the minority. You know, I'm not originally that. I wasn't born and raised in France, but yet I'm representing the country. To me, this is something, you know, like for a country that big to be represented by this face, by this, you know, culture is a huge step. It's great, and it gives a lot of hope about, and actually gives a very positive shout out about, you know, multiculturalism and everything, because the world is about that. We cannot deny that we do not live alone, and that will only give richness to your culture, to yourself. And Eurovision is great for that because you see all these people coming from all over Europe and they all come from different cultures. And so yeah, so my message to Europe is that is not to be afraid and again, nothing positive about negative people.
Introduce yourself, please.
I am Richard Frost. I'm representing Gay Star News website. I've done the opposite journey. I live in Hong Kong now, so I've gone from Europe to Hong Kong.
The New York of Asia.
Yeah, exactly. It's a wonderful place. I recently did a club night in Hong Kong showing the videos, and your video was very popular in the gay bars of Hong Kong, surprisingly. A couple of questions. The people in Asia seem really interested in Eurovision once they get to know it, so how can we spread Eurovision around the world? And if we ever get Asia Vision up and running, would you like to represent Indonesia in Asia Vision?
If they're asking, I say, why not? But you know, we used to have Asian song contest, but it was, I don't know, they stopped that 10 or 15 years ago, maybe more. I don't know why. It was such a great thing. I mean, again, you know, with Eurovision, it should be happening elsewhere. And I'm extremely happy to know that ever since, you know, the Indonesian people know that I'm representing France, and they get more interested in, and they actually tune in to their various websites that offers, you know, links and everything. And they get interested in everything Eurovision. So yeah, I mean, again, when you kind of unify something with music, there's something more beautiful than that.
Thank you. Time for one more question, Alexander. Yes.
Hello, my name is Steve Institute from the European University Institute, where the Research Institute of the European Union based in Florence, and we explore issues of culture and politics in Europe. Hence my next question. Why did you choose to sing partly in English, which is quite a novelty, not the first time for France, but the second time at least? And was there any negative response to this in France itself, considering the response some years back when France first tried to sing in English?
I think the first time was with Sebastian Tellier. It was 100% in English, and I've heard that the French people wasn't very happy. They weren't really happy about it. So, and I know that one of the strong part of my song is because it's also in French. But I'm also, you know, I'm also aware that the fact, you know, not many people understand French, and you want them to understand. That is why there are only 4 phrases in English. So it's like the song is like 80% in French and 20% in English. I don't think it would jeopardize anything French. And if not, you know, it can only give the accessibility that I wanted to have for this song, and so give also, you know, the possibility for people to understand the essence of the song. So, and I have to tell you that at first, when the French heard the song, I got various comments, but then that would make French French. I should know because I am now.
Thank you. Over there, that's the last question.
Hello, Konstantin Ohr, Prince Magazine in Germany. Hi. I actually have a question to the 3 sportsmen on stage and the choreographer. So I would like to know a bit more, how were you chosen to be involved in this project? And to the choreographer, how was it for you to combine those 3 different capacities, those 3 different specialities into one choreography?
First of all, the dancers are gorgeous.
So yes, we was looking for to some specific visual. The first idea was to have acrobats, and then we used like some of my idea, the idea, and we have combined like the best things for us is to make it's a mix between like gymnastic guys and breakers. So we have 3 amazing guys with 3 different styles. I have worked with my assistant Julia to try to build the best thing for each of them.
And I just wanted to say that, as I always say, that the first rehearsal is really a first step, the first rehearsal, you know. I'm here in the contest for more than 10 years. Sometimes the first rehearsal is great, sometimes it's the best. And if you can say to your friend that it's the first rehearsal, we have 10 days to work. And I speak about this choreography because I don't want to use the word choreography because as we are sometimes in France people devil, I wanted to make something different. We did it this year because we don't want some choreography like it's like it has to have people take in charge. We want a different styles. And I'm very proud, really proud to have these 2 singers, Caroline and Sébastien, because they are very professional. They could hear them singing a lot, it would be great. Of course, to have a good, but they take so many times. And especially this three gorgeous guy. And if you are really nice, I will make an exhibition now for you, just for you, of capoeira, of breakdance and gymnastics. And last but not least, this little girl over there, you can see her sometimes in the Euroclub on stage. If you see a pretty girl on stage in the Euroclub, she's blonde. As she did yesterday. Thank you. So,
Hey, thank you very much. Can we have the music?
Yeah.
Can we now ask you to go over to the photo opportunity? Anu, thank you very much.